Official summer is here. It started over the weekend, and we've already seen some 90-degree temperatures, but believe me, that thermometer is doing nothing but going up. With us now is my friend Kevin Clapp. He is with Cair Heating and Cooling, and you guys are exactly what your title says as well. You care about folks and their comfort. Your company has been very, very successful. I would imagine you're pretty busy right now. Kevin, how's business?
Extremely busy, sir. We're out there trying to take care of everyone's HVAC needs, to take care of if they have a system down or if they need it replaced. We're trying to get it taken care of that day and get it up and running as quick as possible.
We appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about something that I think will give people some urgency. Perhaps your air conditioner is not working as well as you'd like. You were telling me about utility credits. I think this is important to know because if there's been a reason why you've been apprehensive or procrastinating, now's the time to really pull that trigger, right?
Yes, sir. John, right now is an ideal time for you to replace your system. There's not only utility credits, but there's federal credits. There's federal tax credits that are up to $500 for the first time in a long time. And then you also have utility credits, especially in southern Indiana. Utility credits can range anywhere from $425 all the way up to $1,700 in credits right to your bill. So the utility companies are helping to compensate for you to have a more efficient house and a comfortable house. So they're covering part of your bill for you.
I wanted to ask you, Kevin, now the obvious red flag is if you're not feeling comfortable and your air conditioning is not keeping you cool enough. But what other red flags should folks look for and say, hey, maybe I need to give the folks at Cair a call?
Air conditioner is always running, never stops, doesn't matter what. You set it at 72, it won't get below 75. You go down to your furnace and you see water around it. You have a possibility of leak in the system where you're low on charge. Your coil is frozen up, the outdoor unit, make sure you don't have any ice on it. Your filter can be clogged. There's a lot of issues that, especially in the summer, your air conditioner is more likely to break than it is in the wintertime with your furnace. So water around the system on the inside is a big red flag that there's a problem and you need to get it addressed because it's going to cause more damage than good.
Kevin, what would you say to folks who every year it seems like they patch it together, they get new coils, they get new fans, and they're trying to keep that as long as they can? I appreciate being frugal, but I would think there comes a point when it's like, hey, you need to really get a new system.
Let's take for an example, let's say you get a refrigerant charge every year. That's a leak in your system. So you're paying a couple $100. Well, refrigerant keeps going up and up. So now it's costing you $500, $600 a year to get it recharged, or you can replace the system for a couple $1,000s. I know it's more money, but the newer systems are more efficient because in the state, you've got at least a 14 SEER unit, which is more efficient. If you get a 16 SEER unit to get your tax credits and your utility credits, according to the energy companies, a 16 SEER unit above a 14 SEER unit is 13% more efficient. So most units in the southern Indiana and the Louisville markets are 10 SEER and below, so you're picking up 25+% on your utility savings, and 48% of your utility bill is HVAC.
Ooh, we're talking about saving money here. Okay, you have to clarify something for me. I hear you talking about most units around this area are 10 and below SEER, and you say you want to get to 14 and 16 SEER. Okay, help me out. I'm a novice. SEER, what does that mean exactly?
SEER is seasonal energy efficiency ratio. In layman's term, is how efficient your air conditioner takes electricity and converts it to power. The higher the SEER rating, the more efficient the air conditioner is, the lower utility cost is.
Okay, buy an air conditioner and get a furnace free. Okay, what's that all about?
We are running a promo at this time. If you buy an air conditioner, you get a furnace free. We do this with our manufacturers that we're trying to help everyone during this time, especially with a lot of people being laid off, money's tight. We're trying to help everyone where we can, where you're saving anywhere from $1,100 to $1,500 off on your system. And then everything that's 16 SEER and above, not only are you getting the federal tax credit, the utility credits if it's provided, and that's mainly in southern Indiana, but everything 16 SEER and above, we're also providing a 10-year parts and labor warranty through the manufacturers, so you're covered for the next 10 years and you have nothing to worry about on your systems either.
Wait a minute. You said 10-year warranty, parts and labor?
Yes, sir.
From the manufacturer?
Yes, sir.
This is good news. That's a reason to call them at Cair Heating and Cooling. For those who say, you know what, my system is running fine, but I know I need to check it, and that is important. How important is having someone come in and ensure that, you know, just do a little maintenance schedule? How important is that, Kevin?
We get our cars checked in on a regular basis. 3,000, 5,000 miles, you get the oil changed. Your HVAC system's the same thing. It has moving parts, it has belts, it has lubricants, it has refrigerants in it. If you don't get these things checked out, they're going to break down at a faster pace. By having it actually maintained, it extends the life of the system. You wouldn't drive your car for 20,000 miles without getting an oil change, because you might have a cloud of gray smoke behind it. Not having your AC checked in on a regular basis, you might have no air conditioner in June and July, or even August when it's in the 90s, and then you're sitting there going, I wish I would have just had it checked out when it wasn't so hot.
Kevin, I noticed there in the video footage that we saw of your company, and I know you're probably tired of fielding this question, but there are folks who are apprehensive about having someone in their home, but I noticed he was wearing a mask. So tell me about some of the precautions that Cair Heating and Cooling is practicing right now.
Our guys have gloves, boot covers, mask. They wear them. A lot of homeowners are starting to get where they feel comfortable with them wearing it. Some homeowners actually don't want to wear it because of the face-to-face. We're doing everything that we can to be proactive with everyone to make sure that not only our employees are safe, but also the people of our community are safe too.
All right, Cair Heating and Cooling, and I cannot stress this enough. I would encourage you, if you're due for a maintenance check, if your system needs to be replaced, now is the time, not just because of the credit that you'll receive, but here come those hot temperatures. So again, if you would, repeat the special that we talked about, Kevin, if you don't mind, and also, again, if you would, repeat those savings that they can take advantage of and some of the kickback that's coming from the government.
If you buy an air conditioner, you get the furnace for free. Anything 16 SEER and above, you will get a 10-year parts and labor warranty. You will get your federal tax credit up to $500. And depending on the utility provider, you could get anywhere from $425 to $1,700 utility credits too.
Wow, we care about your comfort, and they do, at Cair Heating and Cooling. Kevin Clapp, I want to thank you so much for coming in. And again, folks should call now. How long does it take for you guys to get to them? I noticed the 24-hour emergency, and I'm glad you have that up there because, boy, when that air conditioner goes down, there's nothing like it. So how long before you can get out to them if they call for an appointment?
Normally on our service calls, we get out there that day. It depends on what time of the call is we try to get to everyone that day. Sometimes it does roll over to the next day because if the schedule does get too booked up, we do get you scheduled. And the next day, if you call at 8 o'clock in the evening, they might be booked up for the rest of the day. And on our quotes, they are free, and we come out with usually that day or the next day. We'll work that out with your schedule. If you have to work, we will come out even after hours. There's no such thing as you work till 5 o'clock. We could be there 5, 6 o'clock, whatever works for you.
Thank you, Kevin. We got to hop to break, and we'll be right back on Wait 3 Listens.